comfort. To remain committed even when the results are not immediate. To believe in the unseen work happening within you. This kind of trust matures your spirit. It shifts your perspective from short-term relief to long-term purpose. You are no longer driven by the need for constant validation. You are learning to validate your own growth through alignment and integrity. You know when you are moving in the right direction because your spirit remains steady, even when the path is demanding. There is a calm authority developing in you, one that does not dominate but leads by example. This authority comes from self-control, from clarity, from the ability to remain composed under pressure. You are learning to respond rather than react, to listen before you act, and to move with intention rather than impulse. These qualities will serve you in moments of decision, moments of responsibility, and moments of challenge. You are being prepared to carry influence without losing humility, success without losing balance, and responsibility without losing peace. That preparation is intentional. Nothing you have walked through was wasted. Even the delays taught you patience. Even the disappointments taught you resilience. Even the uncertainty taught you trust. You are becoming someone who can remain grounded regardless of external conditions. That grounding will protect you when circumstances change. You will not be easily shaken, because your strength is not dependent on outcomes. It is rooted in conviction. You know who you are becoming, even when the journey is not fully clear. You are learning to stay aligned with your values, to honor your growth, and to respect your limits. This self-awareness is not weakness, it is wisdom. It allows you to move forward sustainably, without burning out or losing direction. You are being reminded that true power is quiet confidence, steady discipline, and unwavering faith. It does not need to announce itself. It is felt in the way you carry yo. As this journey continues, understand that strength is not something that suddenly appears in dramatic moments. It is something that is built quietly, consistently, and faithfully over time. You are not standing where you are by accident. Every lesson, every challenge, every silent victory has shaped you into someone who can now carry greater responsibility without being crushed by it. There were days when you questioned whether your efforts mattered, whether your prayers were heard, whether your discipline was making any difference. Yet even in those moments, something within you kept choosing to rise instead of retreat. That inner resolve was not random. It was cultivated. It was strengthened. It was guarded. You were learning to stand firm without becoming hardened, to remain gentle without becoming weak, and to move forward without losing your center. This balance is rare, and it is powerful. You are discovering that real confidence is not loud or aggressive. It does not need to prove itself. It simply exists, grounded in truth and guided by wisdom. You are no longer chasing every voice or reacting to every opinion. You are learning discernment. You are learning when to move and when to wait, when to speak and when silence protects your peace. This discernment is part of your growth. It allows you to conserve your energy for what truly matters. It keeps you from being drained by distractions that look urgent but have no lasting value. There is a discipline forming in you now, not the kind that feels forced, but the kind that feels aligned. You are beginning to understand that discipline is not restriction, it is direction. It helps you stay focused when emotions fluctuate. It keeps you grounded when circumstances feel unstable. It allows you to remain consistent even when motivation fades. And consistency is what builds lasting strength. You are not meant to live reacting to life. You are meant to live intentionally. Every choice you make from this place of clarity. How fast you move, but by how faithfully you remain aligned. There were moments when it felt like progress was slow, but slow progress built on truth lasts longer than quick movement driven by fear. You are not behind. You are not delayed. You are being aligned. Alignment takes time because it requires honesty, patience, and trust. And you have been practicing all three, even when it felt uncomfortable. The courage within you now is steady. It does not rush ahead. It does not look back with regret. It walks forward with clarity. You are learning to let go of what no longer serves your growth. Old fears. Old patterns. Old expectations that no longer fit the person you are becoming. This release is not loss. It is space being made for what comes next. And what comes next will require the strength you are building now. You are being prepared to carry responsibility without pressure, influence without pride, and opportunity without anxiety. That kind of preparation is rare, and it is valuable. Do not underestimate what God is doing in the quiet. Do not doubt the significance of unseen growth. What is forming now will support you later. You are learning to trust guidance even when it is subtle. To listen for wisdom rather than noise. To move with intention rather than impulse. These qualities will serve you well. They will protect your peace. They will preserve your purpose. They will keep you steady when circumstances try to shake you. You are not walking into the future unguarded. You are moving forward with discernment, courage, and clarity. Protection remains around you. Strength remains within you. Guidance remains ahead of you. You do not need to fear what is coming, because you are not walking alone. And even when the path requires faith, you have already proven that you can walk it. Step by step. Choice by choice. With courage that does not collapse and trust that does not fail. Amen. Without becoming vulnerable to every distraction, and to move forward without needing constant reassurance. This balance is strength. This is maturity. There were times when you wanted clear signs, immediate answers, and fast relief, but God was giving you something better, endurance. Endurance carries you farther than excitement ever could. Endurance sustains you when emotions fluctuate. Endurance keeps you grounded when circumstances test your resolve. And now that endurance is becoming part of who you are. You are discovering that peace is not found in the absence of conflict, but in the presence of trust. Trust that God sees what you cannot see. Trust that guidance is available even when clarity feels delayed. Trust that protection is active even when you cannot measure it. You have been guarded from outcomes you never had to face. Redirected from paths that looked promising but would have drained your peace. Strengthened for responsibilities you have not yet encountered. This is not coincidence. This is care. God does not prepare you randomly. He prepares you intentionally. You may not fully understand why certain doors remained closed or why certain seasons lasted longer than expected, but those experiences were shaping your discernment. You are learning to recognize what aligns with your calling and what only appeals to your comfort. That distinction will protect you in the future. There is a confidence growing in you now that does not depend on circumstances